Good morning. We're in Luke chapter 17 today, and it's really a very difficult chapter. A lot of stuff that's just kind of hard to understand, hard to fathom. It begins with this call on temptation to sin, and especially if you cause others to sin. And it says it'd be better for him if a millstone were hung around your neck and you were cast into the sea than to cause one of these little ones to sin. So if you cause others to sin, it is a huge deal. And then it talks about this radical forgiveness, that if you see a brother in sin, rebuke them. If they repent, forgive them. If they continue to sin, continue to repent, you must continue to forgive them. So kind of a radical behavior of not causing others to sin, a radical behavior of forgiving others. And then this section, if you had faith like a grain of mustard seed, you could say to this mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it would obey you. So obviously I don't think you could make this mulberry tree move, but I think God is saying what huge impact faith has. And it only takes a little bit of faith to have a huge, huge impact in this world. And then a section about a servant and putting ourselves in place of the servant. That our job is to serve. Our job is to serve the Lord. Our job is to be obedient to what the Master is calling us to. We see this story of the 10 lepers, of which only one of the 10 comes back and gives thanks. And there was a foreigner, a Samaritan. Samaritans would have been deeply hated by the Jews, and vice versa at that time. But Jesus commends the Samaritan that comes back and gives him thanks and gives him praise. And then the final section dealing with the coming kingdom, and Jesus forewarning that he must suffer. And but when he returns, it'll be like the days of Noah, like the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, and that some will be saved. And there's a question whether this is dealing with the rapture or the return, establishing God's kingdom, Christ's return. We aren't sure, but it won't include everybody. It says of two people walking, one might be taken, one might not. Of two people grinding wheat together, one might be taken and the other left. So you think about it, it's avoid making others sin, avoid leading others to sin. Coming back, being obedient in your walk, having faith, and being the one that comes back and thanks God for what he's done, and being prepared for this end time. So this radical faith that Luke is talking about, he's kind of given a picture, and it is indeed a radical, a deep, it should affect everything that they do, everything you do, everything, how you live, how you act, how you believe, how you treat others. So, well, like I said, a pretty difficult chapter in itself, but just how faith should radically change us in how we act, think, and live. So we'll hit chapter 18 tomorrow to wrap up our week. So hope you have a great day, and let me know if you have questions or what God's teaching you as you go through Luke. God bless.